Hello parents, good morning. I am Shivgir, Managing Director, Indo-British Global School. Today I am going to talk about the function of education and a role of Indo-British Global School to achieve it. Education is not for examination. Education is not to just remembering the knowledge. It is not about only IQ, but education is all about preparing the children to face the uncertain world, to face the challenges in this Brahmand, to grab, to teach them to grab the opportunities in this uncertain world or in this Brahmand. So Indo-British Global School focuses on the output which is required to lead a happy life for every single individual. So how we do it and how this global citizen looks like, that I will just brief you in this video. Basically, a happy global citizen, if you'll yourself see, if you'll compare in and around you, happiness all about, it's a gratitude and mindfulness. So teaching gratitude and mindfulness in the classroom is not an easy task, right? So we have identified certain characteristics of a happy individual and tried to integrate those characteristics in the teaching learning methodologies, and that is what IBGS all about. What is this happiness all about? So a happy global citizen needs to have, the children need to have 7 attributes. Okay. Number 1, the child needs to be curious. The child needs to ask questions. The child needs to predict the answers, right? The child needs to be an action-driven individual, because gaining a knowledge is one part and implementing it effectively is obviously very, very important task. Otherwise, there is no use of the challenge. So how to build that action-driven characteristics in a child? The child needs to be a conscientious child. The child needs to be a ethical practicing person. Whatever profession the person may choose in life, the profession, in that particular profession, child needs to be ethical, value-based. This is one of the biggest characteristics we need to build in the child. The child needs to be, resilient, because failure, success are the part of, these are the part of your life. You should know how to digest both. Okay. So resilience is a power that we want to build in a child, or that is a power, or that's a characteristic every successful individual has. Okay. Where in the case of failure also, the individual will bounce back and with a double speed will get the success. Okay, that's about how the resilience is required to lead a life. Happiness and leadership are very, very important characteristics. Reflective nature we need to build. We need to build a characteristic of reflection. The child should take the feedbacks positively, respond to the feedbacks, try and improve as according to the feedbacks given by the society, by the friends, by the people around you. So these are the 7. Happiness is all about gratitude and mindfulness, as I mentioned. Leadership is all about distributed leadership or shared leadership. So these are the 7 attributes that we want to develop in an individual. And to develop those characteristics, we have an education system where we have definitely taken care of the syllabus which is defined by the board, like CBSE. All this curriculum has been divided or has been molded in such a way that the child's IQ level is getting built. At the same time, the child is working on the emotional social quotient of that particular knowledge while implementing. The child is taking the ownership of the acts that the child is doing. And at the same time, the spiritual part of it, or the happiness part of it, where if I use this knowledge in my life, how does it impact the society at large? That ownership also the child is learning, taking basically. So this is how the topics has been designed. Apart from that, very important things that is missing in the curriculum defined by any of the board and which is required to lead a happy life. And these are the literacies that we have included in our curriculum. So financial literacy is something very, very important. Every single individual needs to learn about the finance, the transactions, the trading part of it, and everything about savings and all about the finances. So how can we do it? What we believe is by the time the child attains the age of 14, the child must know what is financial all about. So that we have developed a curriculum from grade 1 to grade 8 where child is completely through with the basics of financial which are required to lead a happy life. Health and safety is equally important, so we have introduced health and safety from grade 1. We have also included the digital and media literacy, which is very, very important. You will definitely agree with me. The kind of frauds are happening, the kind of the digital and media world is moving ahead. So I think knowledge is absolutely required for every individual to lead a better life. So that has been included from grade 1 onwards. Citizenship, I'm sure that is the part of life. Hygiene, the public properties, how to use, following the basic rules. So there are how to lead in a life in a society. So there are multiple things that you need to know about the civic. There's a civic sense. So that also been integrated. We have developed a separate curriculum on citizenship literacy. And last but not the least is globalization. The world is one. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So basically, one must understand the global. The globe is one now. The world is one, and we need to understand every single aspect of the globe. What are the warnings? What are the challenges? What are the threats? We need to come together and work on it, and then only you can be a better individual. So these are the basic requirements which are required to lead a happy life that is been integrated in our curriculum. It's our own pedagogical curriculum that is called Brahmand. Okay, in English we named it Ecolier Infinity. Ecolier is a pupil, Infinity is a Brahmand basically. So that's it from our side. So please come and visit our campus. You guys will definitely can get more knowledge about it, and you can experience the actual curriculum at us. It's a great opportunity for every single child. So do come, do visit our campus. Thank you so much. All the best.